Well, we've been talking about Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and this week we've been talking about tornadoes and lightning and wind, but rain is something we often don't think about as much because it is very common with thunderstorms. But sometimes that rain, it can come down very heavily, and when it does that, and sometimes when we see inches of rain in just a few hours, that can cause problems. Not only ponding on roadways, but also sometimes it can cause flooding as that water rushes into low-lying areas like it's doing right now. And you got to be really careful with that water because it can rise very quickly. In fact, as you can see, it does come up, and when we see the water rising, well, that's when we can see problems on roadways. In fact, I didn't know if you knew this or not, but just 6 inches of water, kind of like what I'm standing in here, that 6 inches of water, if it's rushing rapidly, it can knock you off your feet and it can sweep a person away. And then when you see that water getting up to 12 inches, that can actually take small cars away, and then 12 to 24 inches up to 2 feet of water. And some roads, it doesn't take long for that to happen. That can sweep away a van, a truck, or an SUV. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. That's why we always tell you, you can't tell just how deep the water is on roads. So it's always best don't drive through it, turn around, don't drown. In fact, flash flooding happens when you have that heavy rain in a short period of time and the ground just can't absorb any more water. So the water starts to, of course, move and accumulate. And as it does, it can happen within hours, sometimes even minutes. The water can come up very quickly. Flash flooding can happen when you have just as little as 2 inches of rain in 6 hours time, and most of it occurs between April and September. And did you know that more than half of the people that die in flash floods are because of vehicle-related instances? So one of the things we always tell you is turn around, don't drown.